How we doing? Yeah, right. So last month I put out a little offer on LinkedIn saying if anyone wants a mini brand shoot, give me a shout. We'll come up with something. I says make it interesting. Don't give us some kind of office scenario with a cactus and a cup of tea and a laptop, because you know we've all seen it. We see it every single day and it's boring. Okay, so Matt from Wedding Venue Lighting, he says, oh, can you do a shoot? And I says, yeah, of course I can. And he does loads of kind of illuminated things for events. So dance floors and any kind of love letters, anything you can think of illuminated, and a lot more as well. He'll do kind of photo booths and kind of 360 cameras and you name it, he's got it. So his idea was, he says, oh, I've got a Volkswagen Buzz ID and can we use that? And I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I do like them new Volkswagen camper van things. Let's have a go. And we were discussing locations. And when someone's talking to me, I get ideas. And I'm already getting ideas in my mind. And I actually drew my ideas down, and I'll show you in a second if I work out how to do that. And my idea was to kind of have the buzz at the back, and then buzz, sound like I'm from Manchester, don't I? So the car, van, bus, at the back, and then I thought, he does loads of dance floors, let's have a dance floor, let's have some kind of wedding venues lights, and then get him kind of John Travolta in on the dance floor. So that was my initial idea. So I rocked up, lovely evening, because it had to be on an evening, because if you're using like kind of illuminated letters, then you want to be able to see them, don't you? So we'd arranged to kind of go. I went early, as always, had a little look. Beautiful night, so like getting nice golden light at the end of the day. I was like, oh, can't waste this. So I says, look, let's just do some normal brand photos. So I got a quick picture of the building in beautiful light, and then I says, right, Matt, let's just have a little brand shoot with you, see what we can do. And I'm in an industrial estate with like kind of shutter doors and stuff, so that's where you start. Matt, like me, he's got face for radio, so it's kind of right, what's the best we can do? So, you know, got him relaxed, started, and he was great, and we were just chatting. And after I'd done kind of like a few in the industrial estate, I thought, right, I could see some rusted machine over in the field. And I says, oh, Matt, what's that? He says, oh, it's some kind of like truck. I was like, yes, let's go. He's like, you want to go over that, see that, don't you? I was like, blooming do. And you know, I love rusted machinery. I used to go out at night and photograph them, but that's another lifetime. And so we got to this machine and it looked ace. It had rust, it had texture, it had colour, it had everything you need. So I got him to stand by the door, and I was like, oh, it says knobhead on the door. He's like, yeah, just knobhead me up. I thought, that's amazing. I was like, anyone who's like, I'm allowed to knobhead him up, I thought, that's my client, you know. I'm not going to do that with like a solicitor or an accountant, am I? So it's kind of like, he's like, yeah, if you knobhead me up, I'll show it on social media. I thought, yeah, let's do that. So that might be my new tagline, I'll knobhead you up. But it probably isn't, is it? So yeah, so we shot all these. I did some without the knobhead. And then kind of moved him towards the front of the vehicle, and it is a right vehicle, is that thing. Yeah, I'd love to go back and shoot that. So yeah, we did all this, and the light was going down. Still, my mind's thinking about like what we're going to do kind of when it gets a bit darker. And then kind of on the way back was like, I did like I call my wedding lighting. So you can imagine some romantic kind of picture, backlit golden light. Great for his Tinder profile, I reckon. So yeah, did these. A few pictures in the field. These are literally like 30 seconds away from where he's located. And then we're waiting for it to go dark. So my initial idea was like, right, let's get the bus at the back and then kind of see what happens. Nice blue kind of dusky sky, and yeah. But then got carried away, ended up talking too much, didn't we? But then we were like messing around. We were like, what illuminated objects can we get out of the out of your warehouse? And he had these like coloured light things, these uplighters, and he started putting them under the van. I thought, oh, that looks ace. It's like kind of some kind of spectrum, and I know his logo is sort of like a rainbowed spectrum of colours, and I was like, can we kind of do that? And then he'd already prepared these like white, I don't even know what they were just illuminated plastic boxes that you can change colours. So started stacking them, and I was like, oh, could you stand on them? And then we'd got the love letters out at the back, and then I'd moved the bus kind of so it wasn't as in the shot as my initial picture, because originally I wanted a dance floor, but Matt says it's a bit of a pain to set them up, so decided against that. It was being nice. And then we just kind of got loads of lights. Got him standing around, standing on kind of cubes and just playing around. What you don't see here is you don't see the millions of midges, because it's at night time. Midges like kind of lights. They get attracted to them. I got bit a million times, but then I had to Photoshop them all out of the frame because it looked like dust really. But yeah, it's just a fun shoot. Messed around with different kind of setups. I put a light at the back of him on this one. And this was just to kind of show we do lighting. Usually I would remove like light stands and all this sort of stuff, but it's part of the shot. It's part of what he does. It's like this is about lighting, and yeah. Then after a while, I'd kind of sat him down because I thought his legs might be hurting. And again, we just banged out these shots. Took a little bit of setting up. I think I had about four different lights of mine, but then we also had the lights that we were using for Matt. So it's just balancing the ambient light, the flash, and the kind of the lights that Matt had. But it's a fun shot, fun shoot. Took a lot longer than I thought, but mainly because we were just chatting, and that's what it should be like. And it was great, and it's great to actually have a proper chat to him, because usually like I'm seeing him at midnight when I've finished a wedding and he's come to take a dance floor up. But no, good fun, enjoyed it. So if you like it, let me know. If you've got any ideas for photo shoots, I'm up for it. I want photograph creatives, people who are a bit bonkers basically. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not been too emotional. But yeah, right, thank you and stay tuned.